What's up, everybody? This is Ben coming at you with another crypto update here in the morning. Excuse my voice because it's probably really low. I just wanted to kind of observe the market here and give you a couple thoughts, some things to watch. Um, the biggest thing for me on this is that we didn't get a really violent candle and wick that I was wanting, like we did here. This candle this candle and wick was like $9,000. That happened in an hour. And it even happened quicker than that. So I was really wanting that around this area. Boom. A big candle that immediately gets bought up and pushed and creates like this, intensity and pressure to buy because you see it start going up so quickly. And it just kind of usually starts a reversal pattern, especially at a significant area of support. So I was hoping for that. It didn't happen. We got this candle, which was nothing compared to this guy. And so because of that, we just kind of faltered around here and fell below our green line. Now, it is significant that we hit the green line. We hit it perfectly on this daily candle. I mean, look at that. It's pretty amazing, honestly. We fell through it. We still have, quite a few hours before this daily candle closes. So if this thing comes back up and closes above, I think that would be a pretty bullish sign for at least some continuation to the upside and maybe another recheck of this support to see if it holds. But I'm a little concerned that we didn't get some crazy buying action in here. And let me scroll over and show you guys a tweet that I did way back on March 12th. Look at unpopular opinion. I still believe Bitcoin needs those giant orders waiting at 38K to 42K to make a big move. We may get a new all-time high. This was back when it was like in the low 50s. We may get a new all-time high, but that means nothing if we just fall from there. We need big money, and the big money wants Bitcoin for a discount. Retail doesn't have deep enough pockets. So and I've said this on multiple tweets and in multiple videos, that yes, the green line is what I want to hit, and we did hit it. But it has to hold. That's the other side of it. And look, we never really dropped below it here. It did hit it on multiple days. It almost hit it here. Then like a few days later, it hit it again twice. Here it hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost for a week, it rode it up. So I'm not completely concerned yet. This thing could push its way back up and slowly ride up, which would be really good for alts if Bitcoin just trades sideways or goes up very slowly. That would help the alts really pump. But if this closes below the green line and we get a bearish retest of this line and then a move down, this is in play. And I've said it multiple times in tweets. If the green line doesn't hold, this is the next logical area of support, right? And so that could come into play. If it does, your alts are probably going to go with it, or they really start to show some relative strength against Bitcoin, which is what I would love to see. Let's look at HBAR real quick. This is a nice wick on HBAR. I mean, you see this? This came down. This filled a bunch of stink bids for me. Didn't get my super stink bid, but it came down, filled a bunch of stink bids, and look, nice wick here, and back up into our. I think we got to call this a channel at this point. I think the flag is kind of, whatever. We're in this channel, so. But it is good to see that it came back up and it's holding here for now. We'll watch that during the day. But what I would like to see when I say relative strength is that when Bitcoin starts doing its thing and going down again, if it does that, that all of our alts, and I mean all of them, they all did the same thing. They fell with Bitcoin. But it'd be good if they kind of held their own. If if I can say that, if they kind of hold their own and stick around the same price, or just don't hit even lower lows, or don't completely, they just lose it and dump if Bitcoin does. Relative strength is when the alt kind of can hold on to its price or even go a little lower, but not be as drastic as what Bitcoin is doing. And that kind of, if we can see that, it kind of shows the beginning of what alts it could be. Like, the alts are starting to bottom out, even though Bitcoin isn't yet. And then at some point we want Bitcoin to either trade sideways or start moving up slowly, and that's when we see the real booms on the alts. And so that's what I'm watching for. So some things to watch today. Obviously, this Bitcoin daily chart, does it have the juice to push up? And one reason why people and myself think it might have something going is what we call a bullish divergence. And that's, you may have seen it around Twitter, and it's when the simplest form to say is price is going down and the RSI is going up. That's a bullish divergence. RSI is the relative strength of the coin. So, its actual strength, people buying. And when you get a divergence, it means that it's doing the opposite. So Scott Melker, if you don't follow him, you should. The Wolf of All Streets, I think his name is, on Twitter. Super smart guy. And he trades on these divergence all the time. Like, this is his thing. This is what he trades on, and he's done very well with it. And so basically what it is you see a pattern of the price going down, but the RSI is going up. And on the 4-hour of Bitcoin, we're seeing that. And when you see these really tight elbows happen like this, boom, you usually get what we got here, which was a spike up. Now we'll have to see if this plays out and we see RSI continue to go up, and then it starts to kind of push this price up. And it would, in my opinion, be good for Bitcoin to close above this line, this green line, and just kind of ride it, man, nice and slow, and allow these alts to really run. So this is what I'm watching today more than anything, is this daily candle on Bitcoin. And then I'm also watching the relative strength on the alts. So if Bitcoin does decide to dump again and have some kind of crazy wick down into here, what do the alts do? Do they follow it, or do they show some kind of strength and not have as much of a wick? And if so, that means they've started to kind of bottom out. That's about all I got. We're in observation mode. Really nice wick on BTHO. I'm liking that. One is still just kind of a complete letdown for me, but I'm still in. I haven't sold anything. Even Doge, look at that wick. Bam, it came back up. If it can close above this level and hold its own, then I don't think Doge is done still. The meme culture is strong, and that's what Doge is. So you can look at like Ethereum. It's pretty good wick, but not as drastic as some of the smaller alts. Little bit of bullish divergence playing out here. You can look, we got price going down. Oops, what the heck? We got price going down, and we got just barely just barely some price coming up. Oops, sorry about that. On Ethereum. So some of these might start playing out, and we see some, we don't really have it on Litecoin, but honestly, before this gets too long, I think the biggest thing to watch for is just is Bitcoin and the daily candle, and see where it closes, to see if it can get some strength and really push up and get back above these lines. Because if not, we may see some lower prices. And the next logical area of support for me is here. Set it for a couple months. If the green line doesn't hold, then it's the yellow line. And let me just say, if this is like really stressing you out and causing you all kinds of anxiety and everything, just step away. Step away for a week or something. If you got your orders filled on HBAR or other alts that you were looking for and you got filled up in this area, then just step away. Let it do its thing. Unless you have billions and billions of dollars that you're putting into this, your money is not going to affect this. So it's going to do what it's going to do. If your orders got filled, you're in. That's great. I am not concerned with this. I believe we are going to continue up, and at some point this is going to bottom out, and we're going to see some big moves up. But Bitcoin has to figure itself out, and so that's why I'm watching this daily candle, and hoping that maybe it closes above or maybe right underneath, and we just kind of go up slowly. So that's what I got for you. Hope that helps. And again, if you need to step away, then step away. This is all part of the process in this stuff. But if you don't want to look at the ugly side of it, then just step away. And you guys have a good day. I'm gonna go hang out with my family again and see what happens. All right, peace out. See ya.